Well, I am blurry as heck. I'll deal with it. During this art sound off challenge, during our doing most of this art sound off challenge, I've been mostly coming from a critic perspective or reviewer perspective, and that's what I do most often. So that's kind of understandable. Some things that I have done that I've learned from my own artistic work, yeah, I've brought it up, but it's been mostly a critical thing. Now I get to merge my critic side and my cartoonist side. Not just with the commentary strip like Jake and Liam, because sometimes I'll do a parody or just a quick gag. And I'm starting my Christmas run, starting the next strip. But to actually get to merge these two properly is a way to get into a pet peeve of mine. I'm not going to discuss the whole thing now. I'll do it tomorrow, which I know is Thanksgiving, so I don't know how many people are actually gonna watch it. But so I'm wondering if I should just save that till Friday and then talk about something else for Thursday. Maybe that might be a better approach. But I'm just gonna give you a sneak preview because this is something I am really proud of. Sneak preview. Now, artistically, it's not very good, but when you find out what this is all about, you'll understand why I was excited about it, because it's an article series that I've been wanting to do for a while now. I wanted to get this done. Oh, now we start getting over me. I wanted to get this done for the art sound off because it leads into a great art sound off topic. But I wanted to get this done, and this was my art day, and I'm so happy that I got to do this because this is a really cool idea. When you find out what it's connected to, you'll understand a little more why I'm so excited about it. But the fact that it's not the greatest artist. We've already established that. But it is just something that I think is long overdue that I want to discuss. And that's kind of my art thing for today. You know what? And I don't care that I'm not the greatest artist. I mean, we've already established that I don't have the patience to be one of the best artists in the world. But so what I need to do is work my art style around my impatience and become a good artist that way. Which means, there's still things to learn. Like that's supposed to be a T-Rex. It doesn't look like one. I know. Um, I think you can tell Spider-Man is supposed to be on the roof. You can tell there's two people in the car, and one of them is Wolverine. Who's the other one? You'll find out tomorrow. And just because I'm not where I'd like to be, just because I'm not one of the best artists, doesn't mean that I can't look at this and say, you know what, I'm proud of what I did. This is better than I could have done a year ago. This is better than I could have done when I started this website. So the fact that I've improved this much, as bad as it might be, it's still an improvement. It still shows that I am coming along as an artist. I just need to work around my impatience and create an art style that's uniquely me. And I put quite a bit of work into this. I mean, yeah, it was about maybe two nights of work. I only had a few hours to work on it, and maybe you can tell in the result, but I still put a lot of work into this based on my skill level, based on my impatience issues, and I think the result is really good. And maybe I could have done a better job when you see the caller tomorrow, or tonight rather. You'll be seeing this tonight. Um, Maybe I could have done a better job shading. Shading is one of the problems I have. Perspective is one of the problems I have. Lifelike poses is one of the problems I have. But within all that, I know where I need improvement, and that's what I need to work on. Instead of trying to hey realistic or whatever, just make it look good. Look at all the problems that I have, and work to make an art style that is me, that fits in with my personality, my time limits, my patience, and make something that still looks really good. I mean, there's a popular comic out there. It's just pictures of dinosaurs stepping on things and having philosophical discussions. There's somebody started following me on Google Plus, and I followed back because I enjoy his work. Chris Halbeck, and he doesn't have like highly detailed artwork. It's it's a circle, a box, and some string sticks for limbs. But his comics are funny, and I find myself laughing quite a bit. If you follow me on Google Plus, you've probably seen me reposting a bunch of his stuff because I honestly enjoy it. And it's not, maybe he can do artwork of this quality for all I know, but that's not what he does there. And it's good. It's enjoyable. I like it. If I were to lodge a critical complaint, I don't know if Chris will watch this, but if I were to lodge a critical complaint, I can't tell the difference between male and female characters. That's probably the only problem that I have with it. But otherwise, I laugh all the time. I find it good. The art serves the jokes, or it has to do with these one-panel touching moments, which are really nice. And it's not master art, but it still works because it serves the story well, and it's something you can put together real quick, and not bad. It's just if you're looking for things, it tells a story visually as it should, and then the words come in and fill in the blanks. So I don't think you need to be the greatest artist in the world to make comics, especially nowadays. There are some really poorly drawn webcomics that are enjoyed because the stories are good. There are some really nicely drawn comics out there that aren't very good because the story sucks. It's not an excuse to say, well, but I don't have to make good art. Well, you have to make art that works good for you. You don't have to be the best artist in the world, but you're always going to improve. Like I said, I couldn't do this a year ago, and here it is. Every time I make an advancement in my art to find a new panel or do something different, it's a nice leap. It shows that I am improving because you always improve. Jack Kirby started being famous a few years older than I am right now. He was 45. I'm 42. And he always got better. You can look at some of his earlier work and look at some of his later work before he passed, and his later work looks better. And not that his earlier works look bad, but his later works look better because we always improve. This was something that I was in a conversation with Doug Hill, who does the manga studio guides, and he said, "Well, you're better now than you were before, right? When you started the comic, right?" I don't know if he's ever actually read the comic, actually even looked at the comics or anything, but he's right. If you compare my early strips to where they are today, they're not really. No, I'm not Charles Schulz, but the stuff that I do now looks better than I did before. So there's nothing wrong with finding something good in where you are now. Be, what's the word I'm looking for? Not satisfied. Well, maybe satisfied. But to be able to look at something and say, hey, this is better than I did before. It's not great by world art standard, but based on where my skill levels, this is really good. And to me, this may not be the best art you'll see among the contributors, but it's better than it was before, and to me this is good, and I have every right to be happy about this. Would I like it to be better? Yes, but it looks good where it is now, and I'm happy about that. So if you'd like to know what this is connected to, tonight's article, which once it goes live, I'll put an annotation or a card into the video once it goes live. And of course, you follow me on Twitter at SW_Chronics. You'll see the article when it goes up at bwspotlight.com. It is my website. And if you want to follow what's going on in the world of our Soundoff, go to leantoart.com/artsoundoff to find out more about this challenge and see who's taking part in it by going to twitter.com/artsoundoff or use the hashtag artsoundoff. And you'll see all the work that we're doing, and maybe you find something interesting, something new you want to follow, or something interesting about your own artwork, or just interesting from the mind of comic creators. And yeah, I got nothing else to say. So I will simply say, happy creating.